Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing tonight? Okay. මේක multilingual නේද? හැමෝටම ආයුබෝවන්. එල්ලාරක්කුම් වණක්කම්. නෑ දෙමළ පුළුවන් එච්චරයි. දෙමළ පුළුවන් එච්චරයි. මේ මාව දාලා තියෙන්නේ අර යක්කයෝ ටික represent කරන්න. එහෙනම් මට දෙමළ බෑ. I would have said Yoshan also falls into that category, but උට සිංහලත් බෑ. So, yeah. මේ language එක කියන්නේ මාර ප්‍රශ්නයක් නේ. භාෂාව කියන්නේ මට ඇත්තටම හිතෙනවා මිනිස්සු මේ language කියන එකට අනවශ්‍ය අග එකතු කිරීමක් දාලා තියෙනවා. People have added an unnecessary value to this mere tool called language. Because then කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා ඒ කියන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කතා කරොත් එහෙම ඒගොල්ලන්ට මල පනිනවා. දැන් මට ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මම පාරේ යනකොට එහෙම සමහරු ඔයා නේද අර සිංහල කතා කරන්න බැරි එක්කන? ඔයා නේද? ඔව් මං තමයි. සිංහල කතා කරන්න බැරි එක්කන මං තමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට සමහර ලාට තරහ යනවා. දැන් මට එක මහත්තයෙක් එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්න try කරලා තිබ්බ ඇයි මේ ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කතා කරාම සමහර වෙලාවට ඒගොල්ලන්ට තරහ යන්නේ කියලා. දැන් මට කියලා තියෙනවා මේ කමෙන්ට්ස් අල්ලලා නිකන් වැළලෙන්න හදන්න එපා. ඕවා මේ ඇනලයිස් යන්න කියලා. මේ මයික් එක හොඳයි. Thank you. Now then mama me එහෙම තරහකට නෙවෙයි මේ ඇනලයිස් කරන්නේ. Okay, now it's giving me like a Hello. Okay. Are we okay? Okay. So මං කියන්නේ මං එහෙම අර තරහකට නෙවෙයි ඇනලයිස් කරන්නේ මං නිකන් එකපාරට එහෙම කමෙන්ට් එකක් ගහම එකපාරට එක යන කතා මගේ ඔළුවේ මතක් වෙනවා. ඉතින් මං තනියෙන් hina වෙන්න ඕනේ නෑනේ මං ඒව ඇවිල්ලා ඕගොල්ලන්ටත් කියලා ඕගොල්ලොත් එක්ක hina වෙනවා. Now I have that comment. I'm just going to read it line by line and we can enjoy it together. Okay? So he says, colonized countries like Sri Lanka and India won't understand this. Okay, so you understood it, but the rest of us won't. Okay. It says, talking to a fellow citizen in a foreign language is the most disrespectful way of communication. I mean, I don't know who he is talking on behalf of, but I can think of like very disrespectful other ways of communication. Like someone talking to you in utter filth for no proper reason. That's very disrespectful for me. Is he saying, then mage amma තාත්තා මතක් කරලා මට කුණු හරපෙන් බැන්නත් කමන්නේ foreign language එකකින් නම් කතා කරන්න එපා, very disrespectful, offend වෙනවා. And to that line, now what is foreign? Foreign කියන්නේ මේ රටට වෙන කොහෙන් හරි ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා කියන එකනේ විජාතික කියන එකනේ. දැන් එතකොට මෙතන වැඩි භාෂාව කතා කරන අය කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවද? එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. එයි දැන් එතකොට විජය පොරින් නෙවෙයිද? එයත් ආවේ නැවක නැගිලානේ. එතකොට අඩේ සිංහල කතා කරන්නත් බෑ. වැඩි භාෂාව ඉගෙන ගන්න වෙනවා. And he goes, it is allowed only when there are people in the audience who don't understand the local language. Allowed by who? කියන්නේ කාගෙන්ද අපි අවසරේ කතා කරන්න ගන්න ඕන? මං අහන්නේ මට ගන්න පුළුවන් එතකොට ඒ අවසරේ ගිහිල්ලා කතා කරන්න. ඒකයි. කාගෙන්ද අවසරේ ගන්න ඕනේ? And he says, if you want to talk, it's a long ass comment, okay? It says, if you want to talk to a fellow citizen in a foreign language, why don't you speak in French, Spanish or Chinese? Because I can't speak French, Spanish or Chinese. I have been living in this country for 31 years. I can't even speak Tamil. I am that lame. I mean, yeah. And he concludes saying, it is because you disrespect your mother tongue over others. It's a consequence of being a slave to someone, somewhere, at some point. So, he told me all that in English. So I'm sorry that you had to be a slave to someone somewhere at some point, but good confession. Good confession. Now that he told me all that in a foreign language, I am very offended, so I will continue to speak in English. Okay. So my name is Taniya and I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Anyone in the audience who is sick and tired of other people getting their name wrong? Right? Oh, right. Yes, we have you. I had a joke that I wanted to tell about you. I mean, she was like, Buddhist la innada? Are there any Buddhists in the audience? I'm like, okay, no, don't get offended. And she said, rest of the joke in Tamil. I'm like, now I don't know how to not feel offended because I didn't understand what you said, but that's okay. So names. I have probably received all possible variations of my name. I have gotten, now my name is Leuwan Duwage. I've gotten Lechan Duwage, Lena Duwage, Leevan Duwage, Liana Gamage. No? So now when someone is about to announce my name on stage, I'm like, praise for impact, here comes another one. And then it happens, poof, 781. Yeah, number of times we got my name wrong. One time, somebody from the audience was like, Leuwan Duwage kiyanne panala duwanawada? I'm like, now as a comedian, I try and laugh at other people's jokes because I understand how hard it is. But it has to make sense. So do you want to like try again maybe, that joke? Yeah. Terrible. People who are close to me, they call me Tani, right? So which is why my YouTube channel name is Tani's Originals. Yeah, it's on stand-up comedy, it's called Tani's Originals. I said it twice, it's your time to, take out your mobile phones and start subscribing. Yeah. So the problem there is, when someone who is not very close to me call me Tani, I get pissed off, right? I mean, they can't just come up to me and pretend as if they know me. They can't do that. I mean, I should have thought about that before naming my channel Tani's Originals. Yeah, now every Tom, Dick and Harry calls me Tani and I'm always pissed off. Yeah, I have a ring in my middle finger just in case I want to show it to people. I can just show them my ring, Anyways, so the flip side to that is when people who are close to me call me Taniya and not Tani, I also get pissed off. I'm like, oh, did you just call me Taniya? They're like, I'm sorry for calling you by your name. And I'm like, oh, I thought we are better than that. It's kind of tough for you guys. So it'll be Taniya. Yeah. And now if that's very complicated, because I have learned that there are multiple ways you can say my very easy 3-syllable name, because I have had Tanya, Taniya, Daniya, Tanija, right? So if it's very complicated, just call me T. Okay? One letter, one syllable, no one can get it wrong. So just call me T. Because T also has a nice ring to it, because I love tea. I mean, I have made it absolutely obvious in my social media. There are thousands of pictures of me drinking tea, sitting with tea everywhere. I also use this hashtag called, because Tani begins with a T. So it's very obvious. So one day there was this dude who wanted to start up a conversation with me. He came up to me and was like, so you seem to love coffee, no? I'm like, at least pretend to make an effort. Pretend to make an effort. So yeah, it's terrible, but just call me T. I absolutely love this time of the year. Yeah? Because we get to get our annual leave on a stretch. We get our bonuses if you're lucky. Well, what did you guys think? What did you guys think? Oh, you thought because of Christmas. No. I don't celebrate Christmas. I always thought I should have a t-shirt or something that says, my name is Taniya and I'm not a Catholic. Because people just assume, just last week, I met someone called Andrew, and he was asking me how to pronounce my surname. Without just butchering it, he was asking me. And he went on to say, now I am a Catholic too. So your first name is very easy for me to say, but your last name, man. And I was like, what do you mean too? I'm not a Catholic. This happens every single time. Someone will be like, oh, so you're a Catholic? I'm like, no, I'm not a Catholic. Oh, so you're a Christian? I'm like, no, I'm not a Christian. And when I tell them that I'm a Buddhist, they're like, oh, really? I mean, you're kidding. You're kidding, right? Just tell me the truth. So now, I have this spirit knoller around my wrist at all times so that I have proof to tell them that I'm a Buddhist. Yeah. So, I also absolutely I love Christmas, to be honest. I love the idea behind it, where the entire world, everyone sort of take a break from what they were doing, they come together and get drunk. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I like the veriness, the merriness of this season. I really like. I also really love doing stand-up comedy, but it's hard because people get very offended. They take it personally. So one time, there was a MC who got really mad at me. Now, this did not happen at Gethu TV, okay? Now, I might have said that I was scared of that MC live. Yeah, but I can explain. I'm an introvert, okay? Any introverts in the house? Okay, nobody. There's one. Okay. So if you're an introvert, social interactions drains your energy, right? Social interactions drains your energy. So loud noises, loud people, large numbers of people, people who look as if they're high on something, they're energy drainers. So you understand what a commitment, what a sacrifice I'm doing for you guys? Some of y'all aren't even laughing. So ungrateful. I'm just draining myself here. Anyways, so if you're one of those very high energy draining people, I don't want you in my face. Okay? Unless I'm in love with you and you're trying to kiss me or something, I don't want you in my face. So this girl, she was very pretty, very talented, bless her heart. So the first time I met her, she was like, "Hi, Taniya!" I'm like, "Oh my God." And she was like, "You're going to perform in that?" I was like, "I guess so." And from that point onwards, up until the time I performed, she was loud, she was dominating, she was intimidating, she was asking me a lot of questions, and she was in my face. So I was very scared. And when I started performing, now you all have met class clowns, right? Class clown, the person who would just distract the teacher just to get some attention, just for the fun of it. So she was being the class clown at my show. So after a few instances, hoping to God that she stops, almost subconsciously, I said that I'm a little scared of her. And then she actually stopped. She stopped until that interview that happens at the end. And then she came close to me and she was like, why are you scared of me? Why? Is it because you think I'm a lesbian? I was like, oh my God. So it was very bad. Now the entire crew was like, cut it out. We are running out of time, cut it out. But she didn't care. So now, see, my English is not very good, okay? I mess up whole lot of things, pronunciations, prepositions, especially when I panic. So now, desperately wanting this girl out of my face, I told her, I think they're asking us to cut it out. But instead of cut it out, I told her, cut it off. So she's like, what, my neck? You want to cut it off my neck? I'm like, oh my God, I want to lie down. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Taniya Levanduge.
Thank you.
So stand-up comedy, I find it a way of expression where all of us these days, I think we need to just loosen up a little bit, and it adds on to your resilience, and it's something we need, all of us these days. I started like comedy through Toastmasters, so that was like many years back, and I think I always had it. I mean, I'm kind of like messed up, like those people said. So I think I always had jokes in me. It didn't feel any different. So yeah, the journey has been wonderful.